Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House, hitting the trail again. Yeah, it is, it's a scorcher out here. It's 35 degrees Celsius with about 44% humidity, so we're definitely in the 40s. You guys can do the conversion of that in Fahrenheit. Just Google her and you'll find it. Just want to give you some updates on what's going on. Dad's doing really well, no issues whatsoever since he had that trip to the ER, which was at least a month ago now, for sure. Everything's good, so I'm sure his medications sound like they're all on the right path, and he's eating well and he's doing his work and everything like that. So thanks for everybody's support and thoughts and prayers for him. And actually people are interested in checking in on him, see how the old guy was doing. So yeah, he's doing really well. There's a tractor over there, so that's why it's so loud. Yeah, I wanted to give you some updates on the tiny house, guys. This is my day off. It's on a Saturday, and I was planning on going to the hardware store, pick up 6 more sheets of that plywood for the ceiling. However, it's too damn hot, guys. And I worked all week. That's just lazy talk, some people say, but whatever. Well, the plan is, when I do pick the sheets up, before I even get them into the tiny house, I want to put my masking tape on, or painter's tape anyway, and cut each of them at 92 inches across. That way when I hang them up, they're ready to roll. So once I cut all the 6 sheets, I'll put them in the storage room, and I still have to attach the survival blanket to the top side of the sheets as well. And you guys saw that process when I did the first sheet. Turned out well, just with electrical tape. And yeah, so we're coming up to a crossing here. I'm going to shut the camera off and then continue after this crossing. See you in a bit. And we're back. So we're coming up on the homeless guy's camp, and I think I'm going to go inside and check it out. But back to the tiny house talk that I was doing. So yeah, so I wanted to get the sheets, set up a table outside the tiny house, get them all taped up, cut to the proper size, brought into the storage room of the tiny house, and then good to go. Before winter, of course, before the snow flies. So that's the plan. Sorry about the sun, guys. I'm going to kind of angle the camera this way. Don't want to destroy the camera. It's already damaged a little bit because I got some sunshine into it, direct sun. So not good. Anyways, at least my trail is partially shaded sometimes with the trees. So not bad. Let's see. Okay. Here is the site, and I do not see anything in there, guys. So we're gonna have a fun time, and I'm gonna get inside this thing, and hopefully nobody's home. We'll find out. Here comes a jogger. I'm going to disappear into the pathway here before he sees me. Probably already does, but okay. Yes. Ow! Right in the arm. Damn. Okay, so we have his campsite. It is completely empty. I'm going to keep my eyes on the ground in case there's any drug paraphernalia, or needles would be the better way to say it. Okay, so he built a nice little fire pit here. Man, he must have spent a little time doing this. Those are some heavy looking rocks. There's the jogger. This is a nice setup here actually. Though, oh my. That is not good. And that's just leaning. Wonder if he put that there. I think so. Let me take a look. That's just leaning up against that tree. Doesn't look natural at all. I wonder if he moved that there. He might have. There's down trees, mostly from, looks like dead rot over here. I believe the tent was set up right here, guys, and he had his clothesline around here. I hear some quacking ducks. This is quite a big area that's open here. Good to know. It's kind of been cleared. Here must be another pathway as well. Or, yeah, that is. So there's a pathway there, and there's something over there. Take a look. And he's got water access down here, so that's a hell of a drop. I don't know. He'd probably be going down this way for his water, I would imagine. I don't see any pathways that are obvious. It's probably that way. But interesting. So that's the campsite, guys. And he's actually got maybe a trail back this way, which I may go take a quick look at, past the fire pit. So he's got the fire pit, more trees kind of just put up out of the way. Some graffiti. Yeah, some nasty. I doubt he had anything else going on around here. Looks like there's some movement down there. That must be where the ducks are. Nothing too obvious as a pathway down to the water. Not really. But the site was mostly cleared out. And hopefully the guy isn't in dire straits. Hopefully he found a shelter or somebody to give him a hand with being homeless, if that's what the case was. I'm gonna go this way over the log. Just to see what this pathway is over here. Yeah, so that's another path, obviously. He must have had some alternate routes out of here. So that's a good thing. Not a bad site. Well, this isn't too bad of an incline to get water. Maybe this is the pathway down. And he's got tons of dead wood here for burning. Ridiculous amount. Very cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna go back out the other where I entered the campsite. So it doesn't look like the guy was a druggie, unless he took everything with him. I don't see any needles or, he left quite a clean mess. Well, not really a mess, but quite a clean setup here. Pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna head out. I guess I was at the entrance back there. I didn't think I entered from back there though. No, it's back here. There it is. get lost like 5 minutes into the area. I doubt it. Yeah, so he put these up intentionally just to you know, alert them of any intruders, obviously. But there you go, guys. Homeless shelter abandoned. All his gear is gone, and looked like a pretty nice setup though. Though he could have learned a little bit more about camo. I'll tilt the camera towards the brush because the sun is right behind me trying to destroy the lens of the camera. So anyway, yeah, that was neat. So yeah, those are my plans for the tiny house, guys. When I get a cooler day, I'm gonna grab 6 more sheets of the plywood. Gotta grab a roll of tape, masking tape, and the masking tape's used. You tape over the. I do both sides of the plywood. You make your mark on the plywood pencil where you want to cut your line. Put the masking tape or green painter's tape over it. You can still see your line through the tape. And when you saw the plywood, it will stop it from splintering and making your ceiling look like crap. Here comes a passenger or a person. I will hide the camera. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't like filming when there's people walking, you know, by or whatever. They think it's pretty weird talking into a camera, I would assume. But that's the way it is. But I normally have to edit it all together for you guys anyway, so no big deal. So we're kind of into the shaded part of the trail now. Larger trees, a little bit quieter. Yeah, so keep getting interrupted in my train of thought. Tiny house plan. So, I noticed the moisture humidity level went up in the tiny house once I added the new lumber. So, which makes sense because it's going to contain some moisture. It's going to try to release that and dry out in the tiny house, right? So, that's fine. So, that's my other reason of, that's another bonus of getting my lumber. Like I have the 2x4s and the 1x2s already bought, 6 each, and they're in the storage room. So all I need is the sheets, and I also have to pick up 1-inch drywall screws, which aren't. I think I can get a hold of them at the hardware store. They're not very common because normally you want 2-inch to 2-inch and longer. But I don't need that. That's overkill for what I'm doing. So I need a box of those as well to go along with the masking tape or painter's tape, either one. Either one works. And then I will have all that stuff in the tiny house, guys. It will be climatizing, it will be dry, and I can work on that in the fall and winter, getting the rest of the ceiling up and not having to go cut wood and all that out in the snowstorm or God knows what, right? Because of this crazy weather we have. Speaking of the weather, how hot. Oh, I got the hiccups or something all of a sudden. Speaking of the weather, unbelievably hot for September. And yeah, if you guys have been following my videos, you know it got down pretty damn cold on a regular basis. And I took that USB fan down that was kind of removing hot air out of the tiny house through the solar pipe there that pipes in all my wires from the solar panels. Yeah, so that's kind of bogus. But anyway, they said we're only going to get a week or so of this and then hopefully get back to normal. But with all the craziness going on, like hurricanes, earthquakes in Mexico. We got the hurricanes just pounding the islands there. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy this year. Like I said in my video, guys, that I put out, is 2017 the worst year ever? I gave my thoughts. Obviously, these other hurricanes and earthquakes happened after I made that video, so you can always include those in your overall outlook and whatever happened in your day-to-day as well. But you know, I'm still getting some stuff done at the tiny house, and things are okay. So that'll be it for this video, guys. We'll talk to you on the next one. All right, see you later.